as far as the Congress party is concerned, there is an open fight in Congress over the laws. Open fight. No chintan, straight away fight. And interestingly, all of this is happening over Twitter. P. Chidambaram has been questioned by Sharmistha Mukherjee because Mr. P. Chidambaram congratulated the Aam Aadmi Party for defeating the BJP and victory of hate, good or performance over hate, beg your pardon, is what Mr. Chidambaram said. To which Sharmistha Mukherjee said she questioned Chidambaram, quoting, "Have we outsourced our fight?" The detailed tweet you can see later in the broadcast. Then you've got Mr. P.C. Chako, who's resigned now and his resignation has been accepted. He's in charge of Delhi. P.C. Chako blamed late Sheila Dikshit for the Delhi decline of the Congress party, to which Milind Deora, who's also a tall leader from the Congress, he questions Chako, why bring in the dead? Why? And Mr. P.C. Chako has been facing a lot of criticism for this comment. So far, there has been no introspection meeting called or announced by the Congress president. Congress's vote share, and this is extremely important, please realize, in 2019 Lok Sabha elections, in Delhi, the Congress had around 25% vote share. That has shrunk by 20% in 2020 Delhi elections. That's how much their base has eroded. Resignations of P.C. Chako as well as Subhash Chopra have been accepted in this post-poll loss. So that's the chintan or the lack of it happening in the Congress party. How should this be seen and what should actually happen in the Congress party? Does the Congress have a chance to revive itself? For all that and much more, let's quickly speak to Dr. Karan Singh. Dr. Karan Singh, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. I want to know from you, is this an ideal response in the Congress, or did they just give up this fight?
No, before I say anything else, despite what Sharmistha has tweeted, I would like to congratulate Arvind Kejriwal on a magnificent victory. There is no doubt that he fought terrible odds. They threw everything they had against him, all the top leadership, all the MPs, all the chief ministers and everybody, and yet he held his own. So I think he deserves credit. It's not a question of outsourcing, it's a question of recognizing something which is worth praising. As far as the Congress is concerned, I'm afraid the Congress in Delhi is in shambles. And it is ridiculous to blame Sheila ji for it. Sheila ji was responsible for the Congress winning 3 times in a row. And I'm surprised that Shri Chako should have spoken against her. In fact, if I may say so, he is one of the people who is largely responsible for the disaster in the Delhi Congress. Neither the General Secretary, who is Mr. Chako, nor the PCC in Delhi were able to get their act together, and quite clearly we were not really in the running at all. So, but that's not to say that the Congress is imploding everywhere. We are still in power in 4 big states, don't forget that, in Punjab, in Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. But in Delhi, it is true that we are at a very low ebb. And in order to rally there, a lot of introspection and a lot of work will be needed.
Dr. Karan Singh, would you concur, would you agree at this moment that as far as the Congress party is concerned, for a party which was so strong, Delhi was a bastion under Sheila Dikshit. 3 terms, 15 years, and post 2013,
I know, remarkable.
Being shrunk to a non-existent player, 4.5% vote share. Any suggestions in your wisdom?
Yes.
To reverse this trend?
It's very disturbing. You see, we have to revamp the whole structure, and we have to again find one thing. Sanket, let me tell you, unless you have a face, it is difficult to really win any elections. The same thing happened with the BJP this time. They had everything else except a chief ministerial face, and they were not able to pull it. So the point is, you need a face around which we have Captain Amarinder Singh, we have Ashok Gehlot, we have Kamal Nath, we have the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, and we have people who are there who are strong regional leaders. So we have to realize that without strong regional leaders, we cannot hope to win an election. Okay. And so the first thing we've got to do is to look for new faces in Delhi.
Look for a face. Now, whether that face is going to click with the people of Delhi or not is a different thing. Now, Dr. Karan Singh, your suggestions.
Let us find somebody else.
Yes, one is the lack of a face. That is point number one. Other suggestions?
Other suggestion is lack of a proper organization. Because, you know, even when Sheila ji was alive, Shri Chaku was writing letters to her that perhaps hastened her demise. She was very upset. So this cannot go on. You cannot have people talking like that against our top leaders. And after Sheila Dikshit, we have not had any outstanding leader in Delhi. We have to look for one and see which one is available. And then around that, we have to rebuild the party again from the grassroots.
Dr. Karan Singh, don't you think that as far as the Congress top leadership is concerned, there is an element of disinterest and confusion? Now, most of the brilliance that you see of the Congress party is to do with your regional organizations or other factors, whether it is Rajasthan, whether it is Madhya Pradesh, whether it is Chhattisgarh, since you so mentioned that state. All of this had to do with strong regional leadership and not too much of guidance from the center. Do you think that this confusion, right? Sonia Gandhi even now is an interim president. The party doesn't even have a president.
Yes, yes. Yes, there is a certain amount of disorientation, there's no doubt about it. And it was after the last election, after Rahul resigned and gave 2 months for the Congress to choose a new person, they were not able to do that. I am, mind you, no longer either a member of Parliament or a member of the working committee. So I cannot really speak for the Congress. But having been in the party for over half a century, I can quite clearly see that there is a lack of clarity, even at the top. And this has to go.
For a very long time now, Dr. Karan Singh, it's been a while since there is this lack of clarity.
क्या किया जाए बताइए? What to do?
That's so honest of you, Dr. Karan. So honest, that last submission. क्या किया जाए? I mean, I'm sure senior leadership of people in the CWC are also asking the same question. क्या किया जाए? So let's hope there is some divine intervention, because for the Aam Aadmi Party it was Lord Hanuman.
Downs, you know, Sanket. The Congress has been through many ups and downs. I've seen them all during my last 70 years in public life. And so we shouldn't despair. I think we have a capacity for regeneration, provided we are clear and decisive.
Okay, Dr. Singh, those two conditions that you have put are very, very difficult conditions in these present circumstances, clear and decisive. But thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us on TV tonight with your views.